They tell us Fort Knox holds America's gold, an unbreakable vault, guarded by the military, sealed from the world. But what if the real secret isn't just about security, but deception? In 2009, rumors began to circulate, whispers of a covert transfer that saw tons of gold quietly vanish, shipped off to foreign powers, primarily China. The world never noticed, but when China tested the bars, a shocking truth emerged. Gold replaced with tungsten-filled forgery. The deception ran deeper than anyone imagined. For decades, Fort Knox has stood as the cornerstone of America's wealth, a symbol of security, strength, and financial stability. Yet, the last official audit took place in 1953, with no independent verification since. Why? Is it because the vaults are empty? Was the gold siphoned away long ago and the public kept in the dark? If so, who took it? And what were they preparing for? The missing gold doesn't just reflect a theft, it signals a deeper, hidden agenda. Gold has always been more than currency. It is power. It has sparked wars, built empires, and crushed nations. But in a world ruled by digital currency and debt-driven economies, gold's true power has been concealed, manipulated, and hoarded by those who pull the strings from the shadows. The global financial system no longer relies on gold, but does that mean it's disappeared entirely? Or is it merely hidden away, controlled by those who don't want us to ask the right questions? The real question isn't just whether the gold is gone, it's who controls it now, and why they're hiding the truth. As whispers of America's missing gold spread, one man stepped forward with a powerful resolve to expose the truth: Donald Trump. With a business empire built on wealth and power, Trump knew that the system had been rigged for years. His presidency, however, wasn't just about political dominance. It was about dismantling a decades-long scheme to conceal the truth about America's lost gold. In 2017, behind closed doors, Trump began laying the groundwork to recover what had been stolen. A web of financial manipulation had siphoned gold reserves from Fort Knox, but the question was, could it be reclaimed? The search took him into the corridors of power, through classified intelligence, and to foreign negotiations, where the missing reserves were said to have been sent. But what Trump discovered was more than just stolen gold. It was part of a much bigger scheme, one that connected global banking elites, shadowy corporations, and political leaders. Trump's efforts to recover some of the gold were met with resistance at every turn, but as high-level meetings and diplomatic back channels unfolded, one thing became painfully clear: this wasn't just a financial issue. It was a power struggle. If part of the gold was recovered, then where's the rest? Who holds the keys to the vaults, and what is their ultimate agenda? The battle for control of America's lost gold was far from over. It was just beginning. The 2008 financial crisis wasn't just a housing market collapse, it was part of a calculated economic implosion. As the stock markets crashed and banks teetered on the edge of bankruptcy, gold quietly shifted hands, flowing into secretive vaults and hidden accounts. What wasn't immediately clear was that this wasn't a random disaster. This was a well-timed move by powerful financial forces who had been laying the groundwork for years, pulling the strings behind the scenes. Enron's collapse years earlier was a precursor, a signal that the foundations of the global financial system were far weaker than anyone realized. But as the 2008 crash unfolded, the true extent of the manipulation became clear. Trillions of dollars disappeared in a matter of days, and the gold that had once been the bedrock of financial stability was no longer tied to the economy. It was moved, siphoned off into the hands of shadowy entities who played by different rules. And behind this chaos, secretive banking syndicates were consolidating power, quietly absorbing gold into their holdings. In 1971, President Richard Nixon severed the link between gold and the dollar, taking the U.S. off the gold standard. The move changed the world, transitioning the global economy to a fiat currency system where money is only as valuable as the faith we place in it. This moment gave unprecedented power to central banks and financial elites, who now controlled the money supply without being tethered to any tangible asset. The price of gold soared as its scarcity and power became more apparent. If every economic collapse is tied to the shifting of gold, then we must ask, where is the gold flowing now, and what's coming next? The manipulation of gold is more than just a financial strategy. It's part of a much larger game, a game that could reshape the global order and the future of humanity itself. Trillions of dollars in gold vanished. Not stolen in a single heist, but siphoned over decades through shadow banking systems so obscure they might as well not exist. At the center of this mystery lies the spiritual white boy account, a hidden financial network controlling untapped gold reserves, with origins buried deep within elite banking families and secret agreements never meant to be exposed. Africa, rich in gold yet economically shackled, has been a battleground for hidden wealth extraction. Corrupt leaders, foreign interests, and clandestine financiers funneled gold into offshore vaults, bypassing nations, governments, and economies. Whispers of trillions locked away in secret accounts surfaced, but any attempt to follow the money led to dead ends, or worse. What was the purpose? Who holds the key to this lost gold? More importantly, if trillions in gold are missing, does it still exist? Or has it already been converted into something far more powerful? Gold, the ultimate currency. But what if its true value isn't bound to Earth's economy? Ancient texts suggest something far more unsettling. The Anunnaki, an extraterrestrial race, once mined gold from Earth to sustain their home planet Nibiru. For centuries, this galactic trade has remained hidden in plain sight, with humans unknowingly serving as intermediaries. As we dig deeper into Earth's history, the truth becomes chilling. The Anunnaki's need for gold didn't end with ancient Sumerian civilization. In fact, Earth's gold could still be fueling an interstellar trade, controlled by a select few who have learned to keep the secret. But it doesn't stop there. There's evidence that the Anunnaki might still be extracting gold from our planet through covert operations and hidden mines, only accessible to those in the highest echelons of power. The question is, why hasn't this been exposed? What powers are protecting this galactic gold trade? And what does it mean for humanity's future? If gold isn't just for kings and empires, but for aliens, then Earth's resources are merely a piece in a much larger cosmic game. Deep beneath the Philippines, hidden in caves and vaults, lies one of history's greatest secrets: gold reserves so vast they could shift the balance of global power. Some of it dates back over 1,000 years, long before modern banking systems. But in the 20th century, President Ferdinand Marcos seized control of these hidden riches, turning them into a political weapon. What happened next would spark a battle that still rages today. The White Dragon Society, an ancient alliance of Chinese and Tibetan elders, has spent decades tracking down the lost Philippine gold. But they're not the only ones searching. China has made demands. Private banking syndicates have taken interest. Secret trust systems, redundant vaults, and unbreakable financial barriers keep the gold locked away, its true ownership shrouded in mystery. Who truly controls this fortune? And if it resurfaces, will it free nations from financial enslavement or deepen the grip of those who already hold power? At the Halcyon Codex Report, we ask the hard questions and expose hidden truths, leaving you to seek knowledge, question everything, and sharpen your own discernment. Like, share, and subscribe to the Halcyon Codex Report.